Our next presentation will come from Flanders Meeting Convention Center, Antwerp. Please join with me in welcoming on stage Anja Stas.
Let's
start running. I love these kisses. It's fantastic. It's great.
Why do people meet in person, flying thousands of miles across the world to sit together for days exchanging information, when it's far easier to consume the best stocks in the world from the comfort of your home with a far better ecological footprint? Because in this digital age, live meetings are about more than just exchanging information. They're about connecting on a personal level, rekindling that human nature that runs through all of us. That's why we built a convention center on the grounds of the Antwerp Zoo, the green gathering place of the city, to bring people closer to what matters and make the world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Matadi, our silverback gorilla, who has become the star of our campaign and the ambassador of our work to learn, connect, and leave a legacy. Imagine launching a new convention center for the city of Antwerp, but the city has low awareness. The center is still being built. And the association business is new territory, and there's 3 years to understand that market and sell the invisible. 3 years to create brand awareness, purchase intent, and sell 10 international congresses upon opening from scratch with a limited budget, competing amongst giants. What do? Well, you have to do something different, something creative, catchy, but simple. So the client will want to listen and build a relationship and trust. And so we did. We created a phrase to capture the fact that our center looked out on the zoo and named it A Room with a Zoo, with Matadi to illustrate that benefit, merging zoo and meetings together. Simple, right? Yes and no. The zoo message wasn't part of the campaign at first, because experts advised against it, lest we not be taken seriously. Until we checked with the market and listened to clients who confirmed what we always felt to be true, that the zoo is relevant. She makes all the difference. She really engages and makes us memorable. After all, what convention center has a zoo? And not just any zoo. The beautiful Antwerp Zoo is one of the oldest scientific zoos in the world, with her own research center. And she's run according to the highest standards of animal welfare, according to the International Associations of Zoos, which she co-founded. So from a sidekick benefit to sell a venue, the zoo became the heart and soul of our campaign, allowing for great storytelling to promote her many benefits, such as her lush green gardens that allow for relaxing breaks or jumpstart conversations, or fun evening programs and early morning jogging. And that's when our campaign really took off. Especially with Matadi as an ambassador, we had a compelling image to break through the promotional clutter and boost our presence on trade shows. But the story doesn't end here, because the real story is, where does the money go? In our convention center, the money goes directly to the conservation work of the Antwerp Zoo Foundation, who's owned by the same company. And the Antwerp Zoo Foundation is a key player of conservation around the world. Recognizing how important corporate social responsibility is to our industry, we added a promise to our tagline, A Room with a Zoo. Instant CSR through conservation. An effortless green solution for our clients and a unique way for them to promote their event. 140 association leaders attended an exclusive seminar on the topic to really grasp that promise of conservation. We animated it with our signature banqueting and animation and keynote speakers, including the phenomenal Jimmy Nelson, whom I met at the ICCA Congress last year, and who connected culture and nature. With Matadi present always center stage in everything we did. And we got raving reviews on this event and other events we organized for a total of 600 PCOs and agencies. As I said, Matadi was present in everything we did, all the elements of our marketing plan, as a print ad or a banner, preferably combined with editorials and content marketing, but also as a 3D blow-up for picture opportunities, as a set of giveaways, and a special appearance in Twitter campaign supported by some industry celebrities. And of course, a very special Matadi promotional team. And the plan worked. We outperformed all our objectives with a media coverage of 575 times the investment, including 106 editorials. A purchase intent of over 90% in key markets, and we sold 31 international congresses besides other events upon opening in spring, which was 3 times the objective and with 15 times the ROI, and that number has doubled since. Very special as well is that we were published with our conservation case on the GMEX iceberg as an example of legacy building. And last but not least, we are very proud to be hosting 2 prestigious congresses of our industry in the next 2 years, AWC and AIPC, following in footsteps of giants such as Berlin, Vienna, London, Sydney. A token of trust and proof of our success formula, combining strong product benefits with emotional storytelling and purpose. It's been a great ride so far, and we learned so much. Maybe the most important being the power of this industry and how we all have an opportunity to make a difference, one person at a time, with Matadi to remind us about what's important, our connectedness to each other and to nature, and how that makes all of our lives and our meetings better, especially so in a room with a zoo. Take a look.
When I first arrived in Antwerp, via the railway station and the zoo, and that proximity with the zoo, the sort of the history behind the zoo, the railway station, these existing buildings, and then the opportunity to create a secret place almost embedded in the middle of this historic fabric, a new place for people, and to have a concert hall at the heart of that was such a privilege, and it has been such a joy to work on. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to feel right.
I think it's a fantastic venue. It's an excellent mix of traditional with modern and great functionality and beauty, and here with the zoo, it's really got something extra.
I mean, people coming here for a conference or for meetings, maybe for 2-3 days. You don't just want to be sitting in a bunker. What you need is somewhere that has life and vitality, space. You've got a zoo, you've got natural light coming in. It is literally the room with a zoo, and I think that's so special.
every penny spent in the Flanders Meeting and Convention Center here is actually going afterwards to the conservation work of the zoo, to the Antwerp Zoo Foundation.
Well, for us it's really important that our events are also connected to our corporate social responsibility and that all the spending for the event goes directly to the foundation for a better environment.
And the fact that this green park, if you want, is just next door, just opens up so many possibilities.
It's a fantastic location, a room with a zoo. I just can't think of anywhere which has a room with a zoo. So unique.
We can't forget that if you go to an international conference, it's very bad for climate. We fly, there's a lot of garbage which we don't use that they offer. I am fed up with conferences where they give me more waste than when I got in there. I don't need it, to be honestly. And so coming here and knowing that you participate in a company, the Zoo of Antwerp, which afterwards reinvests here in nature, in these creatures, in these amazing creatures, and in international scientific research, I think that might be an added value why to participate here in the FMCCA.